Hello, lovelies. Today's video is going to be a little different than normal, but I have some pretty big news that I wanted to share with everybody, and it's been a lot to process, honestly, this past week that I've known about it, and I think it's important to share with you, but I also want to state that once the news is out, no, I don't have a lot of answers to the questions that you're probably going to want to ask me. And it's very, very overwhelming right now. So I just want to be able to share this excitement and then hopefully take you on this journey with me. These past 8 years have been a bit of a struggle for me with TSW in terms of moving forward, especially because my health was so up and down for so long. And getting to do the first documentary, it really helped me narrow in on that grief that I was feeling and kind of barrel through all of that by putting most of my energy into the documentary. But it did take a lot of my time with family, with friends, with myself, and with moving forward with my future. However, I really loved filmmaking and I really loved advocacy, and I really enjoyed how I could do both at the same time. And even though I never went to film school, I really felt like this was something for me. Now that I'm on Dupixent, which is nuts, and another little hurdle that's probably going to come along with this news, I decided in December to apply for something that I really never thought possible in my life. I have crippling imposter syndrome, and I mean that to the very core. I don't just say that to say it. Every day I battle with even why am I doing the second documentary? What gives me the right to do it? But I pushed that imposter syndrome aside. I asked a friend or two to help me with this application, and I heard back last week about it. I got in to film school, which sounds crazy, and I'm so tired of hearing that term regurgitated of you don't need to go to film school. Well, guess what? I do. I wanted the foundation and the knowledge of what it takes to even create film and create it correctly. It has been a whirlwind since I found out. So much has gone on. As some of you know, I went to Washington, D.C. these past couple of days to help with some advocacy stuff on Capitol Hill. And I found out literally 2 days before I left, I believe, or 3 days before I left. And just trying to figure out all the applications that I even need to do now in order to push through. But overall, on an ambient surface level, is a lot of fear, but really, really deep down is this inner child in me that feels so much pride that I got in, that I even get to do this and embark on this journey in my life. Now, how does this affect the documentary? It kind of doesn't. There is a snag, which I will add towards the end of this video if you want to listen in on just the student application process that might hinder some of this documentary. But I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that all of this can go smoothly and I can work out some major Tetris puzzle piecing in order to make this work. Now, where is this film school? Why is she talking about student visa applications? Well, the film school is in Scotland, which is nuts. I'm crazy, I know, but life is short, and that is what I've learned from TSW. And there's just been so much that I've put on hold in my life because of my health, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being sick. And so being on Dupixent really is giving me this push to go for it. And I know they say more people regret what they didn't do than what they did do. And so I just know that I will regret not doing this. And even if it means being piss poor, which let me tell you, this is stupid expensive, ridiculously expensive. But I'm trying to get everything I can together for it. I've applied for whatever scholarships I'm allowed to apply for, since apparently being old is a thing. You can even listen on this one woman calling us geriatric.
You can become a student at any age. You can be a fun little geriatric student, hang out with the Zoomers. Oh my god, don't let me become a geriatric student. That would be the worst. You are allowed to work up to 20 hours a week,
I'm not sure if I want to do it on TSW. Maybe not. I do have this one idea that's kind of fun. And I mean, comment below if you think it is, but here it is. I'm going to create a Instagram that you guys can follow that is going to be called Sunshine in Scotland because I'm from Florida, the Sunshine State. So I thought that'd be kind of cute and cool. But then I have so many of the Zox bracelets that I wanted to use as fundraisers for the documentary that nobody bought. Nobody bought them. I maybe sold like 25 of them, and I paid out of pocket of my money for these bracelets. So I have like probably over 50 left. And I thought, what is a good way to use them? Well, when I get there in August, I think I'm going to leave a little note on each of the bracelets that comes with a little card. And each of these cards are really cool, guys. So even if you want to get a gift through the Zox, Z-O-X website, they're super uplifting. It's just really, really nice, tiny gift to give to someone who's going through something. And I thought, what would be a good way to gather people from that town, but to use these? And I'm going to leave them places with my information and see who picks them up. Just drop them off anywhere. Bookstores, grocery stores, out at different parks. There's so much to do in this city. And I want to see who gets back to me and then maybe do a whole short documentary on the sunshine experiment. Like, what are people going through in their everyday lives? How small is the actual world? Like, how are these people possibly connected, etc.? So it was an idea that I had. It's not fully fleshed out, but I thought it would just be really cool to get the heartbeat of that town. So that's my idea so far. I do have another TSW idea, but it would take another very brave soul to do it with me. I would need one person, a female around my age, to do it, who is in full-blown TSW in that area. So if you know anybody in Scotland or, Northern England who's full-blown TSW around 25 to 35, let me know. But yeah, that's the big news. It's crazy. Again, I'm crazy. It's crazy. I'm crazy. But yeah, so I love you guys. I wanted to let you know this fly is driving me crazy, by the way, that's flying around here. But yeah, wish me luck. Again, stay tuned that you can hear all about my visa snag that we're hitting. It's kind of scary, but we're going to get through it. And I love you guys. If you want to cheer me on, I would surely appreciate it. And if you want to find me any other sponsorship for this documentary, that would mean the world because my booty could surely use the financial help. But yeah, I love you guys and I thank you so, so much. Cheers to the next journey. I love you. I see you. I am you. Bye, guys. So we have hit a really big snag. This is crazy. So I need a student visa to be a student in the UK. Now, I'm looking at all the paperwork I have to fill out and everything. Once I have turned in my biometrics and all that stuff, it says it'll take about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So I'm racing against the clock because I need to have it before June 5th. And June 5th is a Monday. So I probably have to get that Friday. So June 2nd, right? I can't enter on a student visa until August 11th. That's the first day I could ever even think of entering the UK on that student visa. Now, I need that passport to get into Canada for June 7th. And I need that passport to get into the UK on June 30th on tourist visa, right? So at some point, probably August 10th or whatever, I thought, okay, I'll hop out of the country and then hop back in so that I can activate my student visa. Well, we just hit a snag, another one. I want to turn this in as fast as I can, right? So I make sure that I get my passport back before that June 2nd. Now it's saying that whatever day that you are accepted and your application is successful, you have 90 days for you to go use that visa and activate it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So now I'm trying to play math puzzle over here. And if I happen to turn in this application and it gets done before that 3 weeks, I'm screwed because I'm not entering the UK with that student visa, like by the time that I would be entering the UK with it. I know it sounds so convoluted, but it's crazy, and I did the math. I would have to most likely pray that my visa starts on May 18th, which is more than 3 weeks away. So I'm like, I don't want to turn my thing in anymore, because if they activate it, let's say May 9th, that means I have to be in the UK August 9th activating it. And I can't activate it August 9th because it's not going to be allowed to be activated until August 11th, because that is a month before my school starts. And that is the only way you can activate it. It has to be at least 1 month before. They won't do it any earlier. So I'm like, screw me. So I got to play this game now of, I have no idea when I can get my biometrics done. Not a clue. They don't tell you, like, once all this is done and you go to book, I could maybe do it the next day. That would be great. Maybe I can't do the next day. Maybe it's like a week away that I can make an appointment. This is such a guessing game, guys. I'm literally trying to play Tetris here. It is insane.